Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon members. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yes, as you know that we are the Jamaica Young Police channel. We are not a fan of the banking system in Jamaica because the system there presently, yes, when we say presently, is there to rob the poor. You know, as usual, for you to get rich, you have to rob the poor. And I remember when I was in Jamaica as a police officer, I remember the first bank that brought in ATMs was a bank named Mutual Security Bank. Yes, I don't think that bank exists anymore. Yeah, Mutual Security Bank. Yeah, at the time, yeah, I used to. And can you believe, as a police officer, I used to go to Young Street. That's where the bank used to be. And I used to go there and withdraw my salary. Yes. And, no one ever tried to rob me. I was a young man then, so I don't know. Yeah. No one ever tried to rob me in Spanish Town. You understand? So back then, Spanish Town was a bit, was a nice place. Crime wasn't that bad. You understand? That was in the early 1990s until you start to hear about this Rear Admiral and Robber Bulby. So, those of you who have bank account in Jamaica, I've done a video already telling you of a man who lives in Canada lost $3.5 million to NCB Bank in Jamaica. Just rob him just like that. Yes, took away his money. And so most Jamaicans. So this man, you're gonna hear from a man giving his experience about what is happening in Jamaica with the NCB Bank. But after you listen to this man, I am going to reveal something that even maybe the bank is going to shock to know. And the reason why I'm doing it is just that if it's really true of the information that I had received, the intelligence, if this is really true, you know that most of these people who are crying that they are victims, they are not. It doesn't matter how many millions they have lost. They are not victims. So I want you watch, you listen, and you decide. I want you to listen to this man first. After listening to him, then we will tell you what's going on with this kind of fraud or scam going on in Jamaica and who is really behind it. So you watch, you listen, and you decide.
I'm doing this video to let anyone out there who have an account with NCB or who intend on having an account with NCB to be careful. If you have one in NCB, take your money out there and run. If you're planning and opening an account with NCB, take your money from NCB and run. Because some things is going on in NCB right now where I'm telling you, it's going to leave a lot of us Jamaican bankrupt. All right, they have a saying to say, if it don't break, don't fix it. And that is what is going on in NCB right now. The reason why you see they are changing all of them top brasses in the bank is because something fishy is going on in there and management is aware of it and they are doing nothing about it with the concern to the small man. Yes, they are changing the top brass, but still, we the small man not getting any justice. So I'm going to tell you now, Jamaicans here in Jamaica and Jamaicans in the diaspora, listen to me. If you have your money in NCB, take it out and run. If you're planning on putting any money into NCB, take it out and run. Hear me clearly. Recently I was home about 4 months ago. About after 7 tonight, I get a notification that someone trying to use my account at Price Mart in Kingston. Now I live in Mandeville, but it was declined. I get up, I check my account, everything was okay. About 2-3 times for the night, I checked my account, everything was okay. The following morning, I get up, I check my account, everything was okay. But I went into the bank in Mandeville and I explained to them what was going on. This is what they did. They changed my card. They gave me a new card. All right. Later on, I learned that when something like this happened, they should have just shut down the account and changed my security features. But I learned the hard way. Okay. After I changed the card, after that I realized that money started coming out of my account from that very same day. I wasn't aware of this though, because I get no notification like what happened the night before. Alright, this happened on Wednesday night and I went into the bank on Thursday. And by Monday, all of my money, thousands of dollars in US dollars, add up to millions in Jamaican dollars, that was wiped out, totally wiped out over a weekend. Okay? When I found out that Monday afternoon, I went to the bank, but it was a bit late, so I had to call customer service. I spoke to a young lady and I explained to her what was going on, and she said okay. She said that she'll get back to me. She called me back a few hours later and she gave me a case number and said I should go back into the bank tomorrow with my case number. Okay. But she said to me, Mr. Williams, I have good news for you. She said we locate where the money went. She said the money went to Scotia, Ligani, and she gave me the name of a person which I will not disclose right now. Okay, I went into the bank the following morning and I explained all of this to them. They tried to give me a new card again, but then one of the agents who was next door said, I'm sitting beside the agent who I was dealing with, said no, the account should be closed down. So they closed the account down. Alright, and they said to me that they're going to give me 17 days. So the 17 days I was there waiting. I get no response from them within that 17 days. So I waited until about 3 weeks, 21 days, I gave them a call. So I gave customer service a call. Customer service said, okay, let me check. When they checked, they said there's nothing come down, so they're going to escalate the case. This happened again. I went call back another 3 days, the same thing. Another 3 days, 7 days, passing by the same thing. So I said, okay, this is not making any sense. Right? So I went into the bank. So when I went into the bank, the customer service agent lady was at the bank in Mandeville where I spoke to. So I explained that, no one calls me. So she said, okay, she's going to put someone onto the case. Before I reached into the parking lot, I got a call. And this call came from a Mr. Davis who said that he was from the cyber unit. And he started to ask me some questions like what the customer service asked me about anyone calls me, do I get any text message, do I get any email? And the answer remained the same, nothing changed. So he said I should go on my phone and I should text scamming, I should text account, and 2 other words that he gave me to text in. Nothing happened. So he said, okay, he'll call me back in an hour. An hour time, he didn't call me. So I called him about 2 hours after. Asked me to do the same thing again. Nothing happened. So he said, okay, he's going to call me back in another hour again. One time passed, didn't call me. I called him about 2 hours after. Tell me to do the same thing. Nothing happened. He said, okay, he's going to call me back again. He didn't call me back. So I called him the following day because it was now getting late after all these hours. It was now getting late. So I called him the following day. So when I called him, he said, my case doesn't look too good. So he's going to turn it over to Mr. Heron. A few days passed, I didn't hear from Mr. Heron. So I called back Mr. Davis. And Mr. Davis, shortly after that, I get a call from Mr. Heron. I spoke to Mr. Heron. I explained the same thing to him as I explained to Mr. Davis and the customer service. So I told him about the message that I get. He said I should email it to him. I emailed it to him, and a whole week passed and I did not hear back from this man. Okay, so I went back into the bank because I explained to them that, listen, I'm not getting anywhere with this thing. So I was put on to a manager into the bank, and she get in touch with Mr. Aaron on the phone. I couldn't hear what he was saying, but based on my observation of what he was saying, is that he's turning back the case over to Mr. Davis. All right, so she said, okay, she's going to get on it. She's going to work with me. All right. So I should message her the following day to reminder. I did that. She and I was in communication for over a month. All right. Now, one of the things that puzzled me with this case is that I wasn't allowed to draw or to withdraw or to transfer X amount of money because I wanted to, a few days before all of this started to happen, I wanted to transfer $324,000, right? And the system would not allow me to transfer the $324,000. I had to transfer it $124,000. Now, when the money was being withdrawn out, the money was being taken out in 300,000, 400,000, 500,000, and there was no notification. How is this possible? When I have my token with me, and I thought the token was supposed to be for a security reason, I get no notifications, and all of this money went out. Okay, so after a month passed now, and we were still in communication, I got a message. I messaged the bank because they never messaged me at first. I always have to message or call them. So they asked me to come in. So when I went in, they gave me a letter now to saying that the bank is not responsible for the disappearance of my funds. Now, my thing is, if someone gives me their money to keep and it goes missing, yes, I can call in the police, yes, of course, but I am responsible for that money. I am responsible for the safekeeping of that money. So if we give the bank our money to keep and it goes missing, and NCB cannot be held, so I'm not going to be held responsible for it, then what sense does the government forcing us to bank our money for? Why are we being forced to take our money to put into a bank? Why are we all these advertisements and TVs telling you safeguard your money, safeguard your money, safeguard your money into a financial institute? This don't make any sense. You understand? So here I am now, wake up one morning and could be a broke man. I'm putting this out there. I'm putting this out there because this is, for instance, let me use my mother as an example, who has never worked into a system, and she does a little higgling over the years, and she put up a little 2 cents banker money, and at 75 she doesn't have a pension to come in, and at 75 she get up one morning and find out that all of her money wiped out from her account. She saved this money so she could live with little dignity before she dies, so she would be able to finance her little medication before she dies. And for her to get up one morning, I'm putting her in my space right now, my position right now, and for her to get up one morning and then realize that she has nothing, and then the bank will not be held responsible for it. You see, the laws in this country and the laws that govern these banks are not protecting us, the small people. And listen to me, I'm going to say it again.
Well, I know that most of you watching this video will believe what this man is saying. We don't know what he's saying, if it is true or not. Once we're at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we're going to share some knowledge that we have, gained about a new scamming that's going on in the banking system. Yes, and it's happening all over the world. And I don't know if the security consultants or the people in cyber in Jamaica, if they have caught up to it. But in recent years, Jamaica has seen a rise in peculiar kind of scam that has left many individuals devastated financially. The account holders play a role in this devious scheme, yes, unwittingly providing the key that unlock their bank accounts. The process begins when these account holders scan or take photos of their debit cards, sending the image to their co-conspirators armed with the scam images. These criminals can then legally access the bank account and drain them of every penny. We are not saying this is what happened to this man, but we just tell you how some of the scam work. Because, we live in an Uncle Sam place and one and two little things. So once they have obtained the funds, they even send a portion of the stolen money back to the account holder, leaving them with a sense of security that yes, you contribute to we thieving the money from the bank, from your bank account, so this is your cut. And I'll keep mine. I don't know how the percentage work, how them do it in Jamaica, how the thief them do it. You understand? Because for somebody just to get up, have access to your bank, your debit card and the security codes and your address and date of birth, that you understand? We're not saying it don't happen, but we're just telling you how it's happening. It's an international thing. And everything that we to do with fraud, Jamaicans always, whether them late to the game or what, them always become a player night. So that is what is happening. So when the people them think that them ripping off the banking system, them are going ripping off themselves because of the interest of the people them get loan, and they are the ones who have to be paying back all of these stolen money that them them claim that are rip off from the bank or the insurance. And there's nothing in life that is free. So to catch these scam masters who are ripping off the banking system and pretending as if it is a Robin Hood venture, it is nothing but criminality. The police must rely on their digital footprint. It is their only chance to unmask the criminals behind these debit card scams. Every click, every transaction and every connection leave a traceable mark. The detectives follow this dark digital trail unperturbed by the cunning tactics used by these criminals. With the evidence collected from their digital footprints, the police can track down and apprehend those responsible, bringing them to justice. But in Jamaica, when they commit fraud and them things, it all depends on where you're connected and the kind of fraud. It's pretty much like a slap on the wrist. But if you're robbed from the bank and them thing there, it's different. So if you're robbed from an average Joe, you gotta quote the judge. The court will say, boy, you have any money to pay back? Alright, you know the money to pay back. We get 90-day probation. I saw them do it. You understand? So remember, protecting yourself is the first line of defense against these scams. You understand? Jamaica stand united against these deceitful scams, determined to eradicate this threat to their people. Keep a vigilant eye on your financial transaction and safeguard your personal information. This eye-opening video delves into the alarming rise of debit card scams in Jamaica and how fraudsters are cleverly manipulating account holders. Join us as we unmask the perpetrators behind these dark schemes and explore how the police can catch them through their digital footprint. So we are really we just passing on information to the police, and the banks in Jamaica. So what most of these account holders are doing, whether they take the photo of the card or them allow the perpetrator, the thief, take photo of the card back and front and provide information at their address so them have access to the bank account. And normally what them do it now, when them thief the money now, is when the account holder is sleeping. So the bank would be sending text messages, you doing this, and then now the phone now, the number for the account holder is been cloned by the thief, so the thief will get the information from the bank and I say, yeah, it's me and all of that. So it's a scam. Not all the time, but some. But so the bank have to investigate. And most criminals, there's no perfect crime, but the digital age and all kind of thing, it's a lot of investigation. So it's the police who will have to unravel all these things, try to trace the IP address and all kind of things. And them can use VPN, but it'll take more security cyber security specialist to unravel everything that is going on. You understand? Yeah. So we know that so over the past years a disturbing trend has emerged where unsuspecting account holders unknowingly become part of a highly orchestrated scam. Scammers convince these individuals to scan or take photos of their debit cards, which are then sent to their co-conspirators, Yes, are conspirators. Yeah, you can't call them all con too, because all of them are thief, you know. Co-conspirators are you know, we can't call them a con artists, you know. You understand? And these criminals operating legally swiftly gain access to the victim's bank account and drain every penny. Yeah, I just saw them do it, and them cleverly do it too, you know. Yeah, with the help of the account holder. So when them do it now and them thing there, the account holder them say, oh boy, all of my money gone, you know. I thief it, and I am a victim. So the bank have to pay them back their money and them thing. But you know, in Jamaica, yeah, when them say 10 years, them I mean 10 years. So by the time the bank forgive back your money, you might dead. So we see this man complaining. We're not saying that he's a part of it or anything like that. At no time we didn't say that. We're just saying that there's a new scam that is going on. So we're not saying he's a part of it. We don't know this man, we don't know anything about him, but it's because of this video. So we're just adding our expertise to this thing, you know, based on one and two little things, because our part, you know, in our previous career as a detective in Jamaica, so we're sharing the knowledge that we have gained right here where we are right now. You understand? So the person giving the banking card number lacks moral fortitude, honesty, and decency. The conspirators are encouraged in their actions. To add insult to injury, believing the crime is victimless is nonsense, because the consumers and the poor will have to pay back the money stolen from the bank via interest rates and buying goods and service. Nothing in life is free. Some of the stolen money is sometimes returned to the account holder, blurring the lines of their involvement and making it harder to bring the culprit to justice, because they are complicit and are facilitators of these crimes in Jamaica. Despite the elaborate tactics used by these scam masters, there is hope for justice. The key lies in their digital trail, which can serve as breadcrumbs leading law enforcement agencies straight to the evildoers. By meticulously examining their online activities, include their communication channels, IP address, and financial transaction, the police can unravel the complex web woven by these scammers. However, the fight against these debit card scam masters is not without challenges. The ever-evolving nature of technology means that criminals continuously adapt their methods have remained undetected. Nonetheless, the authorities must keep pace with these advancements, employing cutting-edge techniques to chase these elusive individuals. Through this video, we aim to highlight the urgency of tackling debit card scams in Jamaica while raising awareness among viewers. Together, we can work towards creating a safer environment by understanding the rise and educating others on how to protect themselves from falling victim to these schemes. So join us as we embark on highlighting journey to unmask, the dark digital trail and expose the debit card scam masters in Jamaica. Let us collectively stand against these criminals and help bring an end to their exploitive practices. Stay informed, stay vigilant, and together we can make a difference. If this is the first to the Jamaica Young Police channel and I haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. Yes, give the video a thumbs up. Thumbs up the video. Yes. Comment below. Share the video. Join the Patreon squad. Join the Patreon squad, and you will get a variety of videos that you can't see on YouTube. Reason being is that if we put it on YouTube, the channel is gonna get a hit, and we don't want that. You understand? So you're gonna see a live shoot, a live execution. You're gonna see some live execution, even in Haiti. You're going to see some things that happen in Haiti. You're going to see a execution in New York where them execute one man execute a man and his son, just like that. But you're going to evaluate it for yourself. So the Patreon members who have Patreon will be able to even watch the video before a part of the video is released to the members of the YouTube channel. So have yourself a beautiful day. Yes, Jamaica Young Police channel out. And look, boy, virgin, all of you people who are facilitating these scam artists to rip off the banks them in Jamaica, the good are suffer for the bad. So if you know that you're giving somebody your debit card to scam the bank, because we know we as Jamaicans, yeah, I'm not pretending, because I tell you, We as Jamaicans, we were cultured, socialized and nurtured to be criminals by the system from 1972. Whether or not you want to believe it. Yes, that's how we were cultured in Jamaica to be criminal-minded people. Yes, that's how it is. So that's why we say, that's why the mantra of celebrating and revering criminal is a part of the culture. No one in Jamaica don't revere a doctor, a lawyer. No, sir. On uptown people do that, educated people. The majority of the populace. No, sir. You have to be a bad man. You know, look, I'm sure if you don't go jail in Jamaica, nobody no respect for you. What kind of madness is that? I would never want to go to jail. The only thing, I work at jail when I was a police officer in a uniform. You understand? Because you have to work everywhere to know it feel, you know. And police should even have a guard, no prisoner and them things. They're not supposed to have no jail. That's supposed to be corrections. And all of them things, they scam the government and scam the police and overwork the police. Police is supposed to deal with a prisoner. Police is supposed to do law enforcement. I might tell you, say, the police federation, yeah, look here now. Anyway, so, you know, we just hope the bank them catch up on all of these frauds that defrauding the Jamaican people. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out, this time for real.